Hello and welcome to today's video where I will show you how to use toast messages in Android Studio. Of course, the easy way, only this time we have two easy ways for you to use toast messages. So let me show you what we will actually do today. We will start by building a simple application that will have two buttons. One button will say short toast, the second button will say long toast. When the user presses this first button, short toast, the application will display a toast message in the upper part of the screen for a short duration of around 2 seconds. When the user presses this long toast button, then the application will display, as seen here, a toast message in the lower part of the screen, and the duration will be long for around 3.6 to 4 seconds. So let's see how we actually build this and how it will run in the emulator. As with any other project, you will start by opening Android Studio, and then you will create a new project. It will be an empty project. You give it a name, whatever you like. I will just leave it as it is. You change, if you want, the package name, the save location. Again, make sure the programming language is Java, and then you select your minimum SDK. If you don't want to change any of this, it's up to you, as long as you have Java as programming language and not Kotlin. And then you click Finish. Then you wait several seconds for the project to load. And once the project has completely loaded, we move to the activity main XML file where we will add the buttons and build the user interface of the application. What I usually do, in order to have more space, I close the project folder, and then I can zoom in a little bit. Now, this is what we currently have on the screen. I usually start by removing all constraints. This object view we will not use, so you can just go ahead and delete it. What we will use will be two buttons. So you drag the first on the screen, and then you select the second one. Now, this being a constraint layout, you need to set some constraints for your objects. You just drag and drop the arrow towards the side of the screen for one button, for the other one, then between them. Then you can just select both of them, right-click, and then you go to center, and then you can center them horizontally. Now the distance is split equally between them, and then you can right-click again, go to center, and then you can center them vertically. Now, at this time, the buttons are set in the center of your screen. There are several things we need to do with these buttons before we can move to coding. So we select the first button, and on the right side where it says attributes, you will just change the text of this first button, and it will say short toast, and you hit enter. Then you go for the second button, and this time you say for the text long toast. Okay, so moving to the first button, now what we want to do is just to change the text size a little bit. So we search for the size attribute, and text size currently is 14. I think that 20 should be there, so you can see more easily the buttons. Moving to the second button, you select it to 20 again. Okay, now moving to the first button again, the next attribute we will change will be the onClick method. So you search for onClick. Over here, for this attribute, you specify the name of the method to be executed when the user will press this button. So the name of this method will be short toast button. Short toast btn, I said. Then for the other button, I will specify the method long toast btn. And you hit enter. At this time, we have finished setting up the user interface. As you see, it's very simple. We don't need to do anything special to prove this concept. So what we do next, we move to the main activity Java class. And over here, we need to implement the two methods mentioned before. So what we will do, we'll start by defining the short toast button method. We will say public void, and then short toast btn. This is the name that we chose for this button. We will say view, and then these commas. Obviously, we need to import this view class. So you select it, you hit Alt-Enter. If you're on a Windows computer like I am, and the proper class has been imported. Okay, now for the toast to work, you have to specify several things. Let's start with the context. So you say context, you declare a new context, and you get that that value by using get app, and we have get application context. Of course, there is another class that we need to import. Then we can move to the second attribute that we will pass when we create the toast object. That will be a character sequence. We say text, for example, and we will display this is a short toast. Or let's say a short duration toast. We also have to declare this variable duration, and this can be either a long or a short, and it will be like this: toast dot length, and this will be a short toast. Our next task will be to instantiate. So we will say toast, and I'll give it a descriptive name, short toast. We will use make text method, and we will pass context, character sequence, and the duration. So the first thing to pass will be the context, which is declared above. Then you have the text. Oh, this is a typo here. Context. All right. And we have the duration. At this point, we could just say short toast dot show, and our toast will be displayed on the screen. However, if we do this, the toast will be displayed in the default position, which is in the lower part of the screen. So what we will add, we'll just say short toast dot set gravity, and we will say gravity dot top. So this will be on top of the screen, and then we'll give it two offsets, which will be 0 and 0. These are the offsets on the X and Y axle. At this moment, we can run the app, and the toast will be displayed right on top of the screen. However, there is one more method that we need to code, which will be a public void long toast btn. This is for the second button. And we'll say again view and view. So this is the first easy way to use Toast. And as I promised, I will show you the second easy way, which is actually the one I prefer. And this will be like this. You just say Toast, make text. So we're going to change several methods here. And for context, we will just say get application context. Let me just make this a bit larger for you to see better. Then we will just pass the text that we want to display. This is a long duration toast. And then we'll say toast dot length long. And of course, we need to show the text, the toast, and this is it. Using one line of code, we can display a simple toast message. However, this will be displayed in the default position, which is in the lower part of the screen. Let's see exactly how this looks. So this is, again, I will just show you the entire code. And we will use this virtual device, the Pixel API24, and we'll just hit, actually, let's see, we have a problem here. Okay, so I forgot, like so. Okay, now we can run the app. Let's see how it looks. At this time, we have the application loaded in our virtual device in the emulator. And let's see, when we press the short toast button, there is this is a short toast displayed here on top. And then when you press the long toast, you have a toast message here showing this is a long duration toast. I will just zoom in a little bit. So this is a long duration toast, and this is a short duration toast. Now, as you can see, the display of this toast is very close to the top of the screen. So what we can actually do, I will just close for a second the emulator, and I will go here for the y-axis offset, and I will give it a value of around 250. And then let's see again. This time, when I press the short toast button, the toast is displayed a bit lower on the screen, but still in the upper part. So this is a short toast, and this is a long toast. And this is the way you use toast in Android Studio in your project. And this is going to be very useful, for example, when you are loading an image or you're passing between activities, or you want to notify the user that some action is being performed. The key thing to remember is that while this toast message is displayed on the screen, the activity itself is still active and you can still interact with it. And this toast will be automatically sized according to the amount of text to be displayed, and obviously is automatically destroyed after being displayed, and you don't have to worry about deleting it. So this is it about toasts. I encourage you to watch other videos that I have posted online to learn more things about Android Studio and mobile app development. If you have questions, suggestions, or anything to share with me or with the community, please use the comment section, and I'll try my best to reply to you. Until we meet in the next video, keep practicing and have a good day.